Hello, I am so excited you are here. Welcome to the exclusive interest list for my brand new group coaching power program. I am beyond excited to bring you this group coaching offer because this is something I have been dreaming about doing for so long, and now it is here. And because you are on the exclusive interest list, I was super excited to be able to bring you a quick mini training. So over the next couple of days, you will be getting some emails from me, and the final email will be the opening doors to the new group coaching offer. So today I really wanted to talk about what it means to view foods neutrally. What does it mean to remove the morality out of food? Because as athletes, I think so often we get the way we view food from our sport culture. Now, let me give you an example. In my sport of synchronized swimming, and I have some clients who have been in other aesthetic sports, food is often viewed as good or bad. We either see food as good, like lean proteins and fresh fruits and vegetables, or we see it as bad, like cakes and cookies and pizza. And maybe you feel the same way too. Maybe you have noticed that you view food as either being good or being bad. And the reason we want to break that down, the reason we want to view all food as neutral, so that you can make the decision as to what foods fuel your body best, free from any external influences. We really want to know, what does your body need right now? And you can't make that decision clear-mindedly without removing the connection to morality of food. And the other thing that we do here is when we connect morality to food, we connect our morality to the foods that we're eating. That means that if we eat cheesecake and cheesecake is bad, are we bad because we had cheesecake? Have you ever walked away from a meal and felt guilty for the food that you ate, and maybe felt like you needed to go run it off, or you didn't do enough work that day in order to earn that food? Probably because you're a former athlete and you are in this interest group. And we will touch on the need to earn your food, because you do not need to earn your food. But one of the ways that we can help resolve that is by taking the morality out of food. Food becomes neutral. Food is just food. Yes, there are different nutrient densities to food, and we will talk all about that, breaking down how food fuels your body, how it nourishes your body, how food provides you with energy and supports your immune system. All of that is important. But the first step in order to be able to make those decisions free from judgment, free from external pressures, is to remove the morality from food. Food simply becomes food. And we can pick the foods that we know fuel our body best. And so for this day one email, I am so excited to offer you guys the opportunity to email me back. I want to hear from you. Send me an email. Let me know what foods you think are good and what foods you think are bad. What foods have you been raised, or maybe you've grown to think of as being bad? Is there a certain food that you feel guilty after you eat? And I'll give a little story about myself. Anytime I used to eat ice cream, I used to feel so guilty. I was just saying the other day that I used to think that just by looking at ice cream, I would gain weight. That is where my mindset around food went, that ice cream had the power to put weight on me just by looking at it. And I view ice cream in this horrible way. It was such a bad food, even though I loved it so much. So anytime I had ice cream, I felt bad. Ice cream had this power over me. It had this control over me. And until I removed the morality from food, until I retrained my brain and learned how to view food in a neutral way, ice cream continued to have that control. And so maybe it's pizza for you, or maybe it's something like avocado, because avocado has so much fat in it, or you think it has so much fat in it. These are the types of things I want you to start to think about. What foods are controlling you? What foods do you think of as bad? And how does that dictate your food choices? So hit reply. Let me know, what foods do you think of as good? What foods do you think of as bad? Send me your top 3 good foods and your top 3 bad foods. And stay tuned, because not tomorrow, but the following day, I will be sending you another email. So keep a lookout on your inbox for another email from me. And we are going to hear about Just an incredible story of a client of mine, and I cannot wait for you guys to meet her through this story. I cannot wait also to hear what foods you think of as good and what foods you think of as bad. So hit reply. Let me know. Where does your mind go when you think of cheesecake? I've got cheesecake on the brain. Maybe I need to have some cheesecake, or cookies, or maybe it's something as simple as a steak or a salad, or egg whites versus whole eggs. Whatever it might be, I want to know, what foods do you think of as good and what foods do you think of as bad? Keep an eye out on your inbox because I will be dropping back in a couple of days, and I cannot wait to bring this client story to you guys. So stay tuned and we'll talk soon.